Oh, look at the kid crying.
That's the sting now. That's the hook. That's the
hook, bro. That's the hook.
What?
That's fucking hilarious.
Moose shit. Welcome to Moose Shit, where we spout bullshit. My name is Moose, and I'm joined by my compatriots, colleagues, and
No describing word. No describing word this week, huh? You just gave up on that, didn't you?
my colorful compatriots.
You've already used that
You've
before.
used colorful?
Yeah, that's that's one of your two words. It's either captivating or colorful. You need to get a dictionary, man.
My cannibalistic, calculating compatriots.
You should have
Most.
done that for the true crime episode.
There's no reason to even why do you have to have a C alliteration?
Because it's compatriots and colleagues. I'm already too far in. I'm in too deep, bro.
You're in too deep.
My caffeinated, calico, calculated colleagues.
Okay.
Calico.
Kubanao.
Calico. Like the cat?
I guess it's an adjective.
I don't know what it means.
Let's see. Calico.
I just know there's such thing as a calico cat.
A heavy plain cloth made from cotton.
That's not an adjective.
Well, that's why I looked up adjectives that start with a C. Calico came up. Calico it is. Anyways, how are you guys doing today?
I'm great. I just got some free ice cream from Alex.
Alex, do you want to explain why?
I'm too sad.
Just a little heads up to the viewers. This was recorded in December.
All right. Portugal just played Morocco. Morocco, the fucking country that has not even qualified many times. And now they lost.
Me and Alex made a bet at the start of the World Cup that if Portugal wins it all, I would give him $20. And if any other team wins, that he would buy me ice cream.
Was it a dumb decision? Yeah.
Yes.
So today, I'm going to get the greatest ice cream of all time.
We're going to New York for that shit. We're spending a lot of money.
That's right.
No,
Alex,
we are not, bro.
I'm getting $10 minimum.
No, you are getting
no
a $1.50 cone from McDonald's.
Hell no, it's not even gonna be working. I'm just gonna get the cone. I'm not even gonna get the ice cream. The grill.
After all has ended, do you think that bet was a good idea?
No, okay, but
you got
just
shitty odds, Alex.
I know, but it just made me,
more excited.
More excited and more
the thrill.
Patriotic.
Come on, bro.
I know the Portuguese national anthem by heart.
Yeah, but patriotic is reserved for America.
Oh.
America. You see how I'm sick and I'm still doing this, Moose?
I am still sick.
You suck, bro. You stink. You stink.
So difficult.
What a shitter.
Did you see that shot, bro? It wasn't even close.
What a shitter, man.
That's their best player?
That shot because I'm at work. This is work now. We're right now on the clock.
Yeah, Alex, why are you watching a game, bro? Like, what's good with you?
Oh, look at the kid crying.
That's the sting now. That's the hook. That's
the hook, bro. That's the hook.
What?
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, I have something that we can get into before we get into the topic. Okay, so let me tell you a quick story, right? So I play men's league basketball, right? And we go to scout our opponent for next week, mostly because we were all bored. So we were bored, so we go to the game and we're watching them play. They were all right, but then on the other court, right? These guys were playing and they were god awful, bro. Like they were so you know how you guys came to my game and we scored 57. Like these guys scored 30 points in a full 40-minute game. So, and then we're watching them, right? But you know what the thing is? They scored 30 points, but their whole bleachers had bitches there, bro.
Let's
I was
go.
shocked. It was ridiculous.
And maybe it's not about how good you are, just about how good looking you are.
They were not good looking, man.
Okay, well then maybe they paid. Maybe they paid them.
They got fans. They paid for fans. But I was just very disgusted by that.
Or jealous.
I was jealous. I am a bitter man. And they were baddies, too.
You spit some game?
No, bro. I was there on a work call, bro. I was on a mission.
Man. You should have spit some game, bro.
I don't got no game to spit.
Most you should have spit some game.
No, because whenever I spit some game, sometimes I end up looking like an asshole. Look at that transition. Oh boy.
Oh,
I
that
think
was
that's
nice.
even-
Respect.
Yeah, the
That was
audience
nice.
doesn't know what you're talking about yet.
Well, they're about to
About
understand
to
what I'm talking
introduce
about.
it until
God.
you interrupted, you fucker.
I interrupted.
I mean, I didn't interrupt. You interrupted.
Today we're going to be taking a look at a subreddit because, you know, if 1,000 YouTube channels can just make reacting to subreddits their entire job, then we can spare one episode doing this. Today we're going to be looking at r/AmItheAsshole. Okay, this is a Reddit that's all about telling interesting stories in which people ask the internet whether or not they were right or they were wrong. So let's get into it. I have a story from one of them. It is called
Why
Am I
are
the
you talking like this?
I don't know. I sort of just jumped into it like this, and then I just was having a hard time crawling back to my normal voice. Okay, anyways, I have the story. Am I the asshole for buying a $50,000 guitar for $4,000 and refusing to sell it back when the buyer found out the real value? Just right off the bat, do you guys think he's the asshole?
I would say no.
Wait. Repeat that.
Oh, please pay attention.
No, I'm paying attention. I got confused on the buying and the selling.
Am I
What?
the asshole for buying a $50,000 guitar for $4,000 and refusing to sell it back when the buyer found out the real value?
No.
Same. I think so too, because, you know, it's up to the buyer because he had the entire choice whether or not to sell it. So it's up to the
Well-
seller whether or not.
Is there more story?
Yeah, there's a story. I'll narrate it. God, I love narrating. This happened a while
Okay.
back. My wife and I still talk about it every once in a while. She's on my side, and most of our friends and family are. However, when it happened, it was like World War III between us and our coworkers and others. Here we go. I've been playing the guitar for 22 years. I know guitar values and whatnot very well. I am very into the guitar market. At my wife's old company, she was hanging out with coworkers one day after work, and she mentioned that I play guitar. A coworker who I guess is very popular at work said that his dad passed away and he was selling his dad's things. His dad had a guitar and asked my wife if I'd be interested in. My wife texted me and I said to have him send me the info on the guitar and the price. The next day he texted me the pics and price. It was a 1952 Telecaster in mint condition. He had the original receipts, which was crazy. That's how I knew the date. I asked what he wanted for it, and he said he looked up the Telecasters online and he thinks $4,000 is fair. I texted him, I'll take it for $4,000, and went to pick it up. The guitar had no sentimental value to him at all. Here's the issue at hand. The guitar is worth approximately $50,000 depending on the buyer, and I knew it. When I got the guitar, I don't think this is a great podcast topic.
Why would he say that in his Am I the Asshole?
That is.
I don't think this is a good I don't feel like reading all of this.
Are you
Well,
not
you should have
explaining
found a
why?
shorter one. I found mine is pretty short.
I also have a shorter one.
It doesn't seem like we're getting much more context to this.
Okay, I can keep going if you would like.
I mean, we all agree too, so
So no.
no.
Okay.
I could go.
Okay.
Alright. Minus, am I the asshole for telling a 6'8" giant to upgrade his seating? Okay, right. So basically, the content. I'm not about to read through the whole thing. Basically, she was saying, like, for 20 extra pounds or euros, I think it was, she could you could upgrade to the extra legroom seats, right? And she's 5'10", or he's 5'10". Sorry, he's 5'10", and he's sitting behind somebody who's reclining their seat. So he goes to recline his seat, but there's a guy that's fucking 6'8" behind him. So the seat won't recline because the guy's knees are like spilling into like he's in the middle seat, so his knees are like in the other people's space too. Like it's just like all over the place, right? Like he's huge. So then he said this is what he says to the guy. Yeah, no problem. I won't recline my seat, but next time you can choose a different seat as to not inconvenience 5 other people. And then he said the guy that was like tall as shit said normally that the flight attendants will like see him and give him like a upgrade just because they know that it's gonna cause problems. But they didn't give him one. And then he's the guy who couldn't extend his seat back said like you should pay the 20 extra euros to like upgrade your seat. And then he was like he couldn't afford the 20 euros to spend on the thing, like on the seat. And then it says, mind you, he is flying to one of the most expensive cities in the world. And then this is what they responded with after he said he didn't have a choice. He said, I'm not being selfish. I'm fine with having less space so you could be more comfortable. But pointing out that you're the selfish one for not taking responsibility for other space and depending on flight attendants to put you in better seats.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think that the guy who's the narrator is not the asshole.
I think
Because
he is.
He is.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you're asking someone to pay money just so you're not inconvenienced. If you're so bothered by the fact that he is he's stopping you from reclining, you pay the £20 for him.
Right?
Why is he supposed to pay £20? Because you're inconvenienced.
Because the seat that the guy paid for, the narrator paid for, like part of the cost of the seat is the convenience of being able to recline. So the fact that he's not able to recline
Okay, but
is
like
not his fault.
right off the bat, I don't think anyone should be reclining in an airplane. The airplane is not that big that everyone can just start reclining. I'm 5'10". I am not a
You are
tall
not
person.
5'10".
I am 5'10". I swear to fucking God. If
No,
everyone
you
is
are
listening to
not
this, I am
5'10".
5'10".
No,
I
you are
swear to
not,
God,
bro.
I'm 5'10".
Stop lying.
I'm not lying. I don't know why you guys think I would be lying about 5'10".
I'm
Who lies about
5'10".
5'10"?
I'm 5'10", but I'm basically 5'11", which is basically 6 foot. But 6 feet is just like too like even of a number, so I'd say I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
No, but I don't think he's the asshole, or I think he is the asshole because you can't expect somebody else to like, especially pay money. Like he has to pay money.
Yeah.
It's not like he's doing nothing. He has to pay money to change his seat. Like you're asking him to spend his money.
Okay, then you could say the same about like extremely obese people who need to buy 2 plane tickets to fit themselves, but some of them just buy one. And then so you're the person next to them and they should have bought your seat to cover that, but they didn't. So now you're like being squished by them. Is that fair? Are you not the asshole then? Because I don't know, they technically paid for their own seat. No, you gotta pay extra for however your build is.
I mean,
That
to be
is
fair,
so
right?
unfair, Al.
If you think about it, right? A big dude, like a fat dude, like say if they only buy one seat, right? They're gonna be uncomfortable too. So
Yeah.
that's on them. It's not like if they want the convenience, like, or if they want to be more comfortable, they could buy 2 seats. But they shouldn't buy 2 seats because the people around them are going to be uncomfortable. Like,
Really?
it has to do with your own comfortability, bro.
The way I see it, if you want to travel on a plane comfortably, go into first class. Otherwise, just suck it up. because traveling on a plane in and of itself is uncomfortable. You have children crying, disease everywhere, seats cramped. You're
If you're
not
not in first
traveling.
class or business, bro. Riding in a plane sucks for everybody, bro. Like I'm not even like I'm fat, but I'm not like massive like that, and I still feel mad uncomfortable in planes. But you just gotta either suck it up or like find a like different way to wherever the hell you want to go.
I still think that it's not like it's not a legal thing that he has to purchase more legroom, but it's still an inconsiderate thing, and being an asshole is being inconsiderate. Thus, he's that asshole. Fuck. He's an asshole.
I disagree. I think that to be an asshole, you have to actively be an asshole. Just because you're not nice doesn't mean you're an asshole. It just means you're not nice. Like, it would be nice if he bought a ticket that would support him comfortably and help the passengers around him. But just because he doesn't make him an asshole. It, in very rare cases, does inaction mean that you're an asshole.
Yeah, what he said.
Okay.
What did the comments say on that?
I'm pretty sure they said it has like the tag saying "not the asshole."
Yeah, that's what I agree with.
Disagree.
Yeah. I mean, the guy. I mean, like it's just so pretentious if you think about it. Like,
I mean, is he an asshole for even saying that? He didn't say like "fuck you" for doing this. Like, why did you not buy another seat? He just said what? Like, for the future, make sure you be considerate. Like, that's not an asshole either.
yeah, but look at this shit. He said, "I'm not being selfish. I'm fine with having less space so you can be more comfortable." But pointing out that you're the selfish one for not taking responsibility for other space and depending on flight attendants to put you in better seats. So he was fine with like not having the space, but then you say something like that, and then clearly you're just bitching.
I think he's just making it known to the tall guy that he's really not being that considerate because he might not even realize how inconsiderate he's being.
All right.
I disagree, but
all right, I'm next.
I think you're wrong.
This one says, "Am I the asshole for making a dad joke?" So, no, my stepdaughter Madeline was about 1 year old when I married her mother Jessica. Madeline's father died before she was born, so this narrator is Madeline's stepfather. Madeline is currently 15 and she's rebelling for almost everything. She did something bad, so while picking her up, I set a punishment up for her. Then she said, "You're not my dad, I don't have to follow you." Honestly, I got a bit hurt from that, but I understand that she didn't mean it and that she'd probably change. I just replied with, "I'm still your legal guardian for the next 3 years, and as long as you're in my house, you have to follow the rules." That happened 2 days ago, so our family was going grocery shopping when Madeline said, "I'm hungry, I need food." I decide to be extremely cheeky and say, "Hi, hungry, I'm not your dad." My son just started to laugh uncontrollably, my daughter was quiet with embarrassment, and my wife was berating me not to stoop down to her level. I honestly thought it was a funny dad joke, and my son agrees. So, am I the asshole?
No.
Wait, so just to double check, she is not his daughter, right?
She is his stepdaughter, and but has been with her mother since she was 1, and now she's 15.
Sake of being man.
So yeah, so she made a joke to him saying, "You're not my dad. I don't have to follow you," like 2 days ago, and then the 2 days later, Madeline said that she was hungry, and the dad decided to say, "Hi, hungry. I'm not your dad."
Well, I mean, I guess if it was for retaliation, I don't know. I personally don't like the joke.
I think he is an asshole.
Really?
Why?
Yeah. Because I mean, like, if you think about it, like, let's just say, like, the thing is, you can make dad jokes, right? And they don't always have to be towards kids, right? Like, like, Like you could use that joke anytime when someone says I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And like the dad joke just thing is like it's a joke that's not funny, but it's funny like it's the type of stupid stuff that dads say. Like that's the reason that it's called that. But I think if you say something like that to a kid, then yeah, it's kind of like messed up because think about it. Like that's just a like she's 15, you said?
Yeah.
I mean like 15 not even that old. Like
Well,
15.
she called him. She said to him, "You're
Yeah,
not my
but she's
dad. I
a
don't have to
kid.
follow."
She can like she's probably like I mean, yeah, like I would be like hurt by
Children
something
say,
like
I
that,
mean,
but you don't like the dad shouldn't joke about that. Like that's kind of weird. Like
Yeah.
that's not really a joking kind of thing. Like especially if you are hurt by it, why would you make a joke about it?
yeah,
Most.
I mean, children say that type of shit at that age, like all the time.
Yeah,
So
that's
I don't think necessarily exacerbating the issue is the smartest
Is
decision
he
I have ever made.
exacerbating it by saying a corny dad joke? It's a joke. It's clearly a
Yeah,
joke.
it's a joke, clearly. However, when you're 15, you don't understand those types of things all the times. So now at the end of it, it's possible, and I'm speculating here, but it's possible that she could be like, man, does he really not see me as his daughter? Like, God, I've known him
But
for
she
like
said it to
15
him
years.
first.
I mean, yeah, but Alex, you're asked like you're saying that's like a petty argument that the kid would make. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you said it first. Like the dad can't make that. Like can't say
If
that.
a kid, yeah, if a kid goes up to you and said, "Hi, poopy head," and you say, "Shut the fuck up, shithead,"
Bro.
is that fine?
Yeah, but
It's the same thing.
no, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing because what would it be the same thing is if a kid comes up to me and say, "Hi, you stupid fucking bitch, fuck you," and I reply with, "Okay, fine, poopy head." That's the same level because
No,
she's saying to him, "You're not my dad. I don't have to follow you," and all he said was, "Hi, hungry. I'm not your dad."
I mean, Alex,
Like
think about it
that's
this.
not the same level.
Think about it this way though. Like, I wouldn't have a problem if you said like just hi hungry. Like that's not a big deal. But like when you
That's
say
not how the joke goes, though.
yeah, like I mean the joke is hi hungry I'm dead. But like him saying that second part of the joke, like saying I'm not your dad, like that's just like it could be confirming to the kid like what like she said or he said is a she, right?
Hey, Madeline.
Yeah. So what he said or fuck, how did I fuck that up? What she said, you're not my dad. Like 2 days later, now he's saying it too. Like that's just not. I think the joke is like it's an innocent joke if there wasn't context behind it. Like nobody gets mad at hi hungry
Yeah.
like nobody gets mad at that. That's just a joke.
Like Al, has there ever been a point where like your parents make a joke based off an argument that the two of you had, and you're like, man, I was really serious about that, and it's clear that you're not taking it seriously at all.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess
do you
so.
think like that person would be like, yeah, man, I am being silly, whoopsies, or do you think they're gonna be like, God, fuck these people?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so because in the thing it says my daughter was just quiet with embarrassment. But he did give an update. He says, after saying this, he says, I'll probably give a full update later, but here's what happened so far. I go to my daughter's room after dinner and begin talking with her. He says, hey, I'm really sorry I hurt you by the words I said, and I really am your dad. I changed your diapers, I met your boyfriend, and I plan on helping you through college, and plus, I'm legally your dad, so we're stuck together. But seriously, I'm going to love you like my daughter, even if you don't think I'm your dad. And then I hugged her, she started to cry. I assume that's good.
Aw,
So it had a wholesome
that
ending.
makes it better. That makes it better. But just leaving it off at that, yeah, he would be the asshole then. But he saved it.
Okay.
Saved it. Okay, so does that mean it's my turn now? Okay, I got a good one. I got a good one. Okay.
Okay. Better be a
Am
good
I
one.
the ass? Am I the asshole for breaking a patient's confidentiality to tell my friend that her boyfriend is HIV positive? So basically, right? She works at a hospital. She's not a doctor or a nurse or anything like that. She just works in like record keeping, basically. So I think similar to what I did at urgent care, where I just worked front desk. But anyways, she was tasked with going through a bunch of patient records, and her friend's boyfriend was in one of those files. she found out that her friend's boyfriend is HIV positive, right? And so she was like, maybe her friend doesn't know, because her friend is so careful around everything. So I just want to make sure that she's safe and everything. And it's like she's trying to argue with herself. Oh, should she do it? Should she go to him first? In the end, she goes to her friend and tells her that her boyfriend is HIV positive, and then her friend breaks up with her boyfriend, and then she gets fired like 2 days later because of that.
I would
think
say
she's an
asshole.
asshole. I think she's an asshole.
Wait, so let me unpack it.
Actually,
Okay.
maybe I don't think she's an asshole.
She broke the most important. Everyone on Earth knows about doctor-patient confidentiality. There's an entire reason behind that. You
No,
don't
I know,
want
but
random
this is
people-
basically arguing like legality versus ethics.
It's not ethical either. You
It
should have
is.
gone to the boyfriend to make sure A, he's okay, and B, that he's telling his sexual partners. That's the max you should be doing. Beyond that is not your problem.
Well,
It
he's
is
clearly
also
not telling her.
I mean,
Yeah.
as a friend, he's not an asshole, but just as like a person, then yeah.
Like HIV is like a dangerous disease, and it's not like
Yeah, like
he
Moose,
should
you
been-
have it, so you should know.
yeah, God. Why didn't I
I said Moose, Alex. Fuck.
No.
No, but I mean, yeah, she is an asshole because you can't break that. That's the number one rule.
He's an asshole legally, but not an asshole ethically.
No,
I think she's
she
an
is
asshole. Asshole both ways.
She is an asshole ethically, bro. What?
Because you're risking your friend's health by you not telling her.
Okay, but
What is stopping her from going up to the boyfriend and saying, "Hey, I think you should tell my friend," or "Hey, I saw this. Sorry, I didn't mean to snoop. I was just trying to do my job. I saw this. I just need you to make sure that you told my friend." There's so many other ways to fix this.
And if he says no, then what?
Then just tell her friend, "Hey, I think you should really break up with him. I can't tell you why because of my job, but I just don't trust the guy."
You would just go up to your friend and just say, "I think you should break up with your boyfriend, but I won't tell you why."
Well, he said because of my job, so that's like.
And you can just imply it.
Exactly. So she just has to put it together then.
Breaking up relationships is so simple and so easy.
We should do it to Alex, so you can get your shot.
Wait, did it say why the boyfriend didn't tell his partner that he had
Probably
HIV?
embarrassing, bro. Alex, would you want to like? Anytime you have sex, you have to disclose that.
Yeah, I agree.
But HIV in general is just an embarrassing disease to have. Not to say that any of our listeners who have HIV or AIDS,
no,
or
you're just a failure.
diseases.
Yeah, fuck you if you have HIV.
You are a human being,
riddled
and you
fuck.
are
Nasty. Go to the clinic. Get yourself cleaned.
Tell your partner.
Yes, that is important. Do tell your partner though. Like, tell your partner if you have HIV. Why is this becoming an HIV PSA? Look,
Alex,
in general,
she wouldn't be an asshole or she would be an asshole ethically, because think about the ethics of her job.
What benefit is there that only she and him knows that he has HIV?
That's the whole point of doctor-patient confidentiality.
Like what's the benefit of that? Like in this specific, like obviously there's benefits in like general, but in this specific scenario, there's no benefit to only having them know and no one else.
I mean, his business is his business, bro.
Yeah, but when his business affects the lives and the health of other people, doesn't become his business.
You don't know whether or not the HIV has gone away, because HIV doesn't necessarily mean that you're HIV positive forever. I'm pretty sure, is it?
I thought it's a lifelong thing.
Let's ask Magic Johnson.
Wasn't it also illegal for you not to say that you have HIV? Or
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know, honestly. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm knowledgeable on
Wow.
STDs.
Al, you should know.
I hate your stupid laugh. Most did you figure out?
No, I did not.
Why don't you just search up is HIV curable?
HIV
I think it's as a therapist, you can't disclose what your patients say to you
It's for all
unless
doctors.
they
just-
are a danger.
Yes, just double check. HIV is positive for life.
Okay.
There's no cure. But
So
anyway,
for
go
the
on.
therapist, you're not allowed to disclose anything unless the patient is a danger to himself or a danger to others. Can't you argue that this patient is a danger to others?
That rule only applies if it's an imminent danger to someone else or to themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know for a fact this person's having sex with his girlfriend?
No, but it's like implied if they're in a relationship.
I mean, Al, you've gone years without having sex with your girlfriend.
Do not put that in the podcast.
That's staying.
That's staying.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is
Oh
not.
wait, no, sorry.
Stop
He wanted to show his family. I'm so sorry that you're finding out that your little baby boy is having sex now.
Yeah, with this little baby wiener too.
No, it's because I just don't want my sex life on the podcast.
Well, what sex life? Isn't that what wasn't that the joke?
No.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. So you want everyone to know that you are having sex. Okay, guys.
No,
everyone.
you could have just
hear.
cut that part out.
Alex is indeed having sex.
Oh my god.
We just want to
Moose,
make that clear.
Moose, make that the intro.
No,
That's the
do
title
not
of the episode.
I just don't want my sex life on the podcast.
PSA,
your
Alex
mind.
has had sex.
Make up your mind now.
I made up my mind.
No, he said that you weren't having sex, and now
No,
we're saying
not
that you are having
when I
sex.
say I don't want my sex life, that doesn't mean I want everyone to know that I don't have sex. It just means you just don't talk about my sex life on the podcast.
But you don't have a sex.
Okay.
Okay, fine. We won't talk about your active sexual history, Al.
How active
Starting
we
now.
talk? How active we talk?
But anyways, I don't think it's implied, but you don't understand. You don't know what the exact relationship is between the two, and you also should be up to the patient whether or not he was willing to tell or not. A diagnosis is a very serious thing.
Okay.
Wow. Good stuff,
Oh
Al.
shit. Okay. So, cool. Do you have another story for us?
Yeah, I do. It was one, right? I'm just gonna go off the top of my head because I don't feel like pulling the story back up. But basically, this person bought a Switch, right? A Nintendo Switch, and they didn't use it. Like it just sat around collecting dust. And their sister saw it one day, like in a drawer, literally like collecting dust in a drawer. So she asked, "Oh, can I have this?" So the brother or other siblings said, "Yeah, like you can have it." So she took it, and then she decided to play it while taking a bath, and she dropped it in the water, and it broke. But when she told her brother that, like she was like saying it like laughing, like oh, it was like a funny thing. But the brother was like that was an expensive, like I spent a lot of money on that. And then the sister's whole thing was like, oh, you gave it to me, like it's mine, so it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
because the brother got upset.
I think that is just like when she asked if she can have it, did the brother say, "Yeah, you can borrow it or you can use it for now," or did he say you could just have it?
No, like you can have it.
Yeah, well then he has no right to say anything. She's not the asshole.
Yeah, whatever the owner wants to do with his own property is up to them.
I mean, I thought it was still a little fucked up. Like they have, like, I mean, like, I think the fucked up part is like she was telling the story while like laughing, like just like making a, like, oh, like it was a funny story, like I dropped it in the tub, type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like imagine somebody gets you a gift and you're like sitting in front of them and you're like how Alex got me the car thing, right? So what if I like in front of him? I mean, it probably would be funny, but like, what if I was just like, yeah, I like dropped it, like it flew out of my car, and I'm
Yeah,
just laughing about this, and
I
I
would
was
be
like,
pissed.
yeah, I was like, Alex
To be
spent
honest.
money on that, like he paid for that, got me that, and then now he's just watching me like laugh about it, like not even care.
Yeah, and I understand that. However, that's not like the same scenario here. It's not like he gave her the Switch and was like, "Here, you have it now. I entrust you with it." She found it and asked about it, and then he was
I mean,
like,
but he
like
still paid
half-heartedly
money.
said, "Oh, and yes, I understand the money. However, if it didn't fall in the bathtub, she would either be using it or it'd still be collecting dust like it was before. It's not like he was using it actively. Like it's funny in the sense that after not being used in a while, it immediately breaks. I find that funny.
I mean, I don't think she should have to pay for it or anything, but I think
I don't even think
um
he was saying that. He didn't even want her to
it's
like
just
pay
the
for
way
it.
that
He was just
she
like,
said it to him.
yeah, like that's what he was upset about. Like,
Yeah, because that's like it's still expensive.
yeah, that was his whole point, pretty much. Like I paid money for that, and then like you just like laughed in my face, like when it broke after I like uh let you have it, pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, I guess, but I think she's fair to start laughing about it because I see it as a comedic thing.
Yeah, well, he might not.
Well, he's a bitch then.
Okay.
I mean, he's a bitch. That's $400.
Yeah.
$300, $299 is what a Switch costs.
Okay.
It's almost as much as you gave Jason.
Damn.
See,
We
like
don't
I
know
laugh at
about
that. Oh, you don't want them to know that you're a moron?
No.
We're not gonna get into it here.
Hear that, Alex? We're not going to talk about your sex life or Moose's horrible gambling addiction.
I don't have a gambling addiction. It's not a gambling addiction. I'm
Sorry.
not.
You have a money pit addiction. You throw money into the money pit and it never comes back.
It's not. I'm not throwing any money into it.
You're poor money.
I'm not
You're
throwing.
poor
I
money.
haven't thrown money into it in a year. Anyways, the audience doesn't know what we're talking about, so let's just
You're
move
poor
on.
money. You're
All right, I
poor
got
money.
one. This one, it says, "Am I the asshole for honking at another driver who cut in front of me at a drive-thru each time she tries to order?" It says, "This line at a Starbucks I went to was really long. I was in line for a good maybe 20 minutes until this lady in a Mercedes tries to cut in front of me and like 8 others behind me. So I laid on the horn and tried to block her from cutting me, but she succeeded anyway and flipped me off." And then she says, "Okay, I'm the type of person who will not let someone get away with shit like this. So I waited until she pulls up, and as soon as she tries to order, I honk. She then looks at me with a dirty look and gives me the finger, which I already had a middle finger of my own ready for her. Each time she makes an attempt to order something, I honk and sometimes lay on the horn for 3 seconds. We stopped as soon as she drove off. We then ordered and went about our day. I just can't stand people who are extremely rude like that lady, and I couldn't simply let this go. Am I the asshole for this?
I mean,
No.
yeah, but isn't that the point? Like, isn't the point that he knows he's being the asshole?
Well, isn't she the asshole for cutting in front of?
She is
front of
the
him?
asshole. She is the asshole.
Okay,
That doesn't make him not the asshole.
so they're both assholes.
Yeah, just in
No.
different ways.
No.
Okay, what do you think?
She's
Cool.
not an asshole. You can't just cut people off and expect nothing in return, bro. That's not how the world works.
Right. So the person who wrote, like, the narrator is not an asshole.
No. Bro, I would
But-
do that. That actually gives me like brilliant ideas. Like I'm gonna do that if somebody ever does that to me.
But An eye for an eye, and the whole world goes blind. Just because one person wrongs you doesn't mean you have to stoop down to their level. This is like the dad example all over again. Well, not really, but close to it.
No, it's not.
I mean, I think the woman who cut in front of the narrator is more of an asshole. But like, I think there's a spectrum of assholeness.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god.
There's a
Bro, Alex,
spectrum.
you talk about spectrum so much, you have to be on it, bro.
No,
There's no
bro.
way. You
There's-
mentioned. I think in the last 5 episodes, I think in every episode you've said it.
Things aren't often black and white, and there's a lot of
but
nuance to shit.
You think everything is on a spectrum?
Because in a lot of ways it is.
We really need to find out which spectrum.
There's a lot of different spectrums. In this spectrum, it's the asshole spectrum. So there's one where it's like completely and utterly wrong, completely the asshole, inconsiderate, terrible human being. And the other one is like complete opposite of that, like angel. Wow, what a great person. And this person was more on the asshole side than the narrator.
Look, I think you're right. I think she's a little bit more of an asshole than he is. But not everything's going to be on a spectrum. We're going to find something that's not on a spectrum.
Okay.
If not, we're going to put you on one of the spectrums. That's going to be one of the episodes. Which spectrum is Al on?
What?
The autism spectrum.
What does that even mean?
You know how like autism has a spectrum?
Yes, I'm aware that autism has a spectrum. A lot of things have spectrums because nothing
you
is
belong
completely
on-
black and white. Yeah,
belong on-
I am part of a few spectrums. Yes.
Are you on that one?
No. Well, I am. I'm not too far into it. I'm just at the very left hand side of the spectrum.
Left as an autistic.
What?
It goes from right to left.
The
Like
spectrum?
right is the lowest, and then left
Okay.
is the highest.
I don't have autism, is what I'm trying
But you just said you did. I think you're autistic, man. I don't think you realize that you do.
We just want to make something clear. We're not necessarily making fun on autism. We're just making fun of Alex.
I don't have anything against people with autism. I love people with autism.
Yeah, you just think they're lower level human beings.
I never said that.
No, they just think differently. And that's what we're saying. You just think differently, Al.
I don't
Yours,
think he thinks.
if you have autism, Al, we're just saying that your level of autism is just funny. That's not saying that necessarily all levels of autism is funny. Al specifically is funny. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm leaving it at.
We're digging, man.
Are you really going to include all of that?
Yeah, we just
No.
dug, Moose.
We're not. I'm not including most of that.
What?
Anyways,
Moose back on his
I have-
censorship.
I have another story. Am I the asshole for keeping a lost pet until the owner paid for the advertised reward? This weekend, I was walking through the park and I saw a cat that looked like one I seen on posters that were posted around the neighborhood. They said that there was a reward for $500 for finding their lost cat. So I caught the cat, which is pretty easy since he was friendly, and checked the poster to see if it was him. It was. I went home, put him in the back porch, and called the number on the poster to let them know I found their cat. They were happy that I found him and said they could come pick him up right away. I confirmed that there was a $500 reward, texted the guy a picture of the cat, and gave him my address. This is where the problem started. When he got to my house, I asked for the reward money before returning the cat. He says that there actually isn't a reward and that he only advertised one to increase the chance that people will look for his cat. I told him that I wasn't going to give his cat back until he'd paid the promised reward, and that he shouldn't have posted one if he didn't want to pay one. He then got angry and threatened to call the cops if I wouldn't give him the cat. I said that he was welcome to, and that I would be happy to get the things on the record in case I had to take him to small claims court. He begrudgingly told me that he would be back later with the money. Later that night, he came with the full $500. I gave him his cat, and then that was the end of it. When I told my girlfriend about it, she thought I should have just given the cat back since it cost me nothing to catch him, and that everyone was having hard times right now. So my friends also think the guy was probably desperate to get his pet back. that it was kind of shitty for me to profit from a lost animal. I still think that if you post reward, you should pay it, and that the guy probably just wanted to save $500 and get the benefit of advertising reward without paying it. So, am I the asshole?
No. No.
I think
This is a hard one.
they're both assholes again.
Okay.
I
Just
don't
different
know.
levels of the spectrum.
No, I don't know which one is more of an asshole here.
Right. So if
Like,
one is
legally-
more on the spectrum than the other.
Like, legally, I can't even say who's more wrong here because technically both of them.
How is
the guy
how
who
is the
posts-
narrator wrong legally?
The narrator is wrong legally because technically the pet ownership belongs to the other guy. Like, he legally owns the pet. You can't just hold him hostage waiting for a reward.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's catnapping right there.
Yeah.
Well, I think once you label your cat as a lost cat, I mean, I guess the ownership doesn't change. I don't know. This is actually tougher than I thought. What did the comments say?
So I am on Am I the Asshole filtered, which means I don't get any comments. But everyone here said everyone sucks here. That was a 34% vote. 33% said not the asshole. 31% yes the asshole. And 1% said they need more info.
Wow.
I think
That was split like right down the middle.
I think the guy who posted the reward and didn't pay it is an asshole.
Yeah, because at that point it's like you could just post $1 million reward and then you'll have people like scouring the streets and then you're just not going to pay the $1 million. Like then anyone could just abuse that.
Yeah, no, legally he's wrong because legally
Yeah,
if
like
you
he's
post a
just
reward, that's a
taking
promise.
advantage. Like he's
Yeah.
taking advantage of people being like good people.
Fun
Right.
fact,
Kinda
everyone
fucked
who's
up.
listening. Yeah, fun fact, everyone who's listening. If you are posting a reward, that in and of itself is a contract. If anyone fulfills the promise on that poster, they have technically earned whatever money you have said that you are going to give.
Right. So if it's a contract, then I still don't understand yet. Like the guy is technically catnapping, but the contract came first before you're talking about catnapping. Like
Yeah, but I mean, he could have just given the cat and then just taken it to small claims court. They're
yeah.
literally there for that entire purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, but he would have to get like the information of the guy. Like he would have to like get his
He
name.
has
his
the
address.
information. He has the information. There was a poster.
Yeah. But going to small claims court would be a lot more work than just catnapping the cat.
Yeah. Committing crimes is usually easier, Al.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Committing the crime is
committing
easier.
crimes is it's usually easier. That doesn't mean you should do it.
All right.
Eye for an eye.
They're both the asshole. Both the asshole.
But Al,
No.
if you had to put everyone on a spectrum, who's more of an asshole?
Allie.
I had to put him on a spectrum. I would still say the guy who posted the reward. Because at the end of the day, if you go to small claims court, the guy who is catnapping, as you say, is never gonna lose that battle in the court.
I mean, also he
At
just
small
took
claims court?
No. Yeah, small claims court. The guy who is being paid the reward, the guy who should be receiving the $500, is never gonna lose.
Oh, he's not gonna put. Yeah, but like if the other guy went to the police for catnapping, he's not gonna be losing that battle.
No,
either.
he would once the police find out more information and get both sides of the story. Yeah.
Regardless of whether or not there was a reward or not, he's still catnapped. Like what
Is
if
catnap like an official
I
term?
don't know.
it's not? I don't think it is. I think it's just theft of property, probably.
We should trademark that.
Catnap.
I think it's clever. We should catnap
Technically-
other people.
Technically, catnap is just a short nap.
What?
Okay. All right. I don't know.
Catnap, a
I still think they're both assholes, but the guy who puts the reward is a slightly more of an asshole.
I think you're on the spectrum.
Yeah, I think that guy's on the spectrum.
Wait a second.
Harry Kane is on the spectrum too.
Leave him alone.
Shitty shot. Captain of the team.
Who's Harry Kane?
The guy on England that missed penalty.
Missed the game-tying penalty shot.
You wanted England to win?
I didn't want France to win.
So you wanted England to win?
Yeah.
I bet you wanted. Did you want Portugal to win?
Oh my god.
That ice cream out of tastes so good. Nothing
Can't
beats
believe-
victory ice cream.
Speaking of ice cream, let's go get some right now, because this is the end of Moose Shit. Thank you so much for listening.
Wait, we're never
End of
recording
moose shit.
again?
End of this episode.
End of the
Moose Shit.
episode. That's obviously
way.
what I meant. That's
I
I
clearly
didn't know
what
it
I
was
meant.
all over. I didn't know it was all over. I just want to thank my mom, my dad, my family.
And thank
Mooks,
our
you didn't
audience.
give me
for-
time to prepare.
Thank
Damn
you,
it.
audience, for listening. We'll see you again next time.
Will we though?
Bye.
Isn't it over?
Wait, bye-bye.
They're gonna see us on the live stream. Please go check out the live stream. We're putting a lot of work into it. We're probably dancing on there right now. Maybe.
Nobody
You'll
is.
I mean,
never
we're
know
probably
unless you
not.
go.
Like the
You'll
chances
never-
of us being live at the same time that they're listening is like kind of really low.
They'll never know unless they go check it out, because we're live
Yeah.
right now.
But then
on
they're just gonna be disappointed when they see that we're not actually live.
They're gonna listen to your voice and be disappointed either way.
Okay.
Look, they'll never know unless they try. So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.